Football League.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Riverhawks of Salt Lake City taking on the Shamrocks of Honolulu. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys come in with just one loss on their record, 8-1 through 9 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Throwing to start the drive. Morrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Set.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's DeVito. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Here's DeVito. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Riverhogs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Shamrocks offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 5. Off play action. Morrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
You look at this defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the jump.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Morrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The River Hogs offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9. To the air is DeVito. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
45, White.
Throwing now, DeVito. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Noro. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Well, he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Johnson running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
DeVito going to look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
To throw is DeVito.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of 12 yards.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
At the 8-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Morrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Pass the 60, pass the 60. Take off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. Morrow to the sideline. And that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
For a Honolulu first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Morrow.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Morrow. And that incompletion means his streak is over there. He hit on 9 straight passes.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Morrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A 6-yard
Now the
loss.
defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's DeVito.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, he shifts past him. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Salt Lake City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Set, ready. 52, boom. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. He's brought down at the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll get this into the hands of Sampson.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. Ready.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Morgan. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dylan Sampson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Oh, look at the juke.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure was on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
48-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They give to Johnson going right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Off off the play fake. Morrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Morrow. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Honolulu first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Go!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Morrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Right, 95.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That'll be complete to Sampson.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's DeVito.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
Here's DeVito. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off play action. Morrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Roman Wilson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Morrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Back to throw. Morrow. And a completion to Wilson. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, the 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Boys, you got this.
Looking to throw. Morrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say it was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Shamrocks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. This one complete to Gresham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
43. Ready?
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air is DeVito. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running game working. We'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready. Set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 20-17, a little over 30 seconds remaining. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
60 Bison, 60, go!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go, shot, 19-18.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Salt Lake City, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.